and her knuckles, they drag on the floor.
Those aren't the words.
Are children present?
Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 things only adults notice in animated movies.
Kiss my potato! Not now. Kiss my artichoke. Look.
For this list, we'll be looking at the most notable jokes, motifs, and references that totally went over our young little heads but definitely got the grown-ups' attention. Which animated movie moment made you go, oh, as an adult? Let us know in the comments below. Number 10. Whatever Happened to Mama Bear? Shrek. In one of Shrek's earlier scenes, Lord Farquaad's knights wrangle the fairy tale creatures. The witch's broom is broken, Pinocchio tries to convince him that he's a real boy, and the three bears are caged.
20 pieces. Come on. Sit down there. Keep quiet.
This cake is so small.
After they're eventually unloaded on the ogre's swamp, you can spot the daddy bear consoling his tearful child. What's got him so down, you might ask? And where's his mom? Well, sadly, the answer to those questions are likely interlinked.
He huffed and he puffed and he signed an eviction notice.
All right. Who knows where this Farquaad guy is?
As the camera pans across Farquaad's bedroom later on, you might not have noticed his bearskin rug featuring a pink bow we're pretty sure we've seen before. We definitely didn't spot that dark twist as children, and we're heartbroken to see it now.
Mirror, mirror, show her to me. Show me the princess.
Number 9. Breaking Bad references. Zootopia. This cute anthropomorphic flick taught us many things, including that bunnies are math whizzes.
$200 a day, 365 days a year. Since you were 12, that's 2 decades, so times 20, which is 1,460,000, I think. I mean, I am just a dumb bunny, but we are good at multiplying.
We also learned that the directors are seemingly Breaking Bad fans based on these Easter eggs. Jesse and Walter, yes, you heard that correctly, are clear nods to Walter White and Jesse Pinkman.
I'll buzz you when it's done, or you'll see it on the news, whichever comes first.
Hey, Doc, open up. We got your latte.
All right, Walter and Jesse are back.
In one scene, a ram named Doug's even wearing a recognizable yellow ensemble while preparing the blue substance that unleashes the animal's feral sides. According to the co-directors, they often referred to the crime drama while planning this pivotal Zootopia moment. So they just decided to chuck the references in. Adults, especially fans of the show, can appreciate the gag, while younger audiences remain none the wiser.
Okay, maybe some of the evidence survived.
Number 8. Linguini's little, tiny chef, Ratatouille. From Ratatouille to Frozen, the Disney company seems set on teaching children that size doesn't matter.
What's his last name?
Of the Southern Isles.
What's his favorite food?
Sandwiches.
Best friend's name?
Probably John.
Eye color.
Dreamy.
Foot size?
Foot size doesn't matter.
In the former, Linguini's attempting to come clean about his secret to success, but just can't seem to find the words. As he clumsily explains himself, Colette briefly looks down in a blink and you'll miss it moment.
No. I have this tiny, a tiny chef who tells me what to do.
If you caught it and were of a certain age, you probably understood what was going through her mind. This isn't the only adult joke in Ratatouille either. In one scene, Remy runs past a nude painting in progress. In another, Skinner teaches us that one can be overly familiar with veggies. And no, we don't think he's talking about a big appetite for eggplants.
Familiarizing myself with, the vegetables and such.
Get out. One can get too familiar with vegetables,
Number 7. Buzz Gets Excited. Toy Story 2. While becoming better acquainted with Buzz, Jessie realizes that Buster's in distress and leaps into action.
Beautiful yarn full of hair. A hair full of yarn. It's, I must go.
Well, aren't you the sweetest space toy I ever met?
As she falls with style across the room, the Space Ranger watches her in awe, and then, let's just say, he gets a little too excited. We're not sure what we thought this meant as kids, but it's pretty obvious now. The Potato Heads also get a PG-13 moment in the franchise's third installment. When Lotso removes Mrs. Potato Head's lips, her spouse fires back.
I have over 30 accessories, and I
That's better.
Hey, no one takes my wife's mouth, except me.
To a kid, this can seem quite literal. He did just remove her mouth after all. So why do the grown-ups always snicker? We can't explain these jokes in detail though, because, you know, preschool toys may be present.
T-O-Y, toy.
Excuse me, I think the word you're searching for is Space Ranger.
The word I'm searching for, I can't say, because there's preschool toys present.
Number 6. Genie's Impressions, Aladdin. One of the things that places Genie among Disney's best-loved characters is his arsenal of voices and impressions. While some of these are indeed geared towards children, there are plenty that only older audiences would recognize.
Genie of the lamp! Right here, direct from the lamp, right here for your very much wish fulfillment. Thank you.
Whoa.
Did you know who Ed Sullivan was back then? How about William F. Buckley Jr. or Rodney Dangerfield? Yeah, we didn't either.
So move. Hey. That's a good move. I can't believe it. I'm losing to a rug.
But that's what you get when you give Robin Williams free rein to improvise, and we certainly appreciate it more now.
Welcome to Agrabah, city of mystery, of enchantment.
The finest merchandise this side of the River Jordan, on sale today. Come on down.
The entire franchise is littered with adult-oriented jokes, from the infomercial spoof to this racy moment. The third movie even left us fearful that we'd have an earthquake-inducing honeymoon one day.
I thought the Earth wasn't supposed to move until the honeymoon.
Number 5. Alice's Wonderful Trip, Alice in Wonderland. Some have interpreted this tale as a probe into the subconscious and the idea that the true self can only be identified through dreams.
Try the box, naturally.
Oh! Eat me. All right. But goodness knows what this will do. Whoa, whoa!
Certain people, however, have taken a more psychedelic approach.
Thank you. Don't mind if I do. Oh, no, not again.
Like Alice, our naive minds didn't think twice about how everything she eats or drinks changes her reality, but looking back, the protagonist sure seems to enjoy her fair share of treats. And what about that mushroom?
One side will make me grow... But which is which? After all that's happened, I wonder if I don't care.
Also, the caterpillar's literally smoking. Let's not forget that the movie's source material was penned when a certain substance found in poppies was all the rage. Whether or not it was intentional, there's no denying that Alice's adventures in Wonderland feel like one major mind-altering trip. Number 4. Making a Baby, Robots. In this scene, an expectant father runs home in excitement only to learn he's missed his baby's delivery. Luckily, there's still the fun of making the infant up ahead.
I'm here! I'm here! I'm here!
Oh, honey, I'm so sorry. You missed the delivery. But it's okay. Making the baby's the fun part.
Kids probably took this joke at face value, but it would have made older viewers giggle. We then watch the parents go through 12 hours of labor to assemble the kid. At one stage, Lydia tells her husband that he's got the wrong part, and he retorts that he doesn't need directions, no doubt evoking smirks from the adults watching.
Honey, I think you've got the wrong...
No, I don't need to see the directions.
When baby Rodney's all built, his mom notices a spare piece lying on the ground. And, well, let's just say he's definitely a boy.
You did want a boy, right? This won't hurt a bit, son.
Number 3. Gettin' Busy, The Road to El Dorado. DreamWorks struck gold with this underrated gem that is as heartwarming as it is hilarious. Miguel and Tulio befriend a local woman in El Dorado, Chell, who helps them navigate the city's culture and customs.
My only wish is to serve the gods.
Release her.
Well, we say befriend. If this scene's anything to go by, Tullio does a little more than that. We hear sounds coming from behind the sofa before the pair are interrupted.
Hello?
High priest.
Ow!
What's he gonna think if he finds one of the gods like this with me?
Lucky God?
They pop up, and based on their positions and the blissful look on his face, Chell might have been exploring his jewels, if you catch our drift. What did we even think was happening here when we were younger? It certainly wasn't what we think today.
You're buying your own con! At least I'm not dating mine.
Ooh, low blow.
Number 2, representation of disabilities, Finding Nemo and Finding Dory. This franchise has always held a special place in our hearts.
We call it his lucky fin.
Dude, see this tentacle? It's actually shorter than all my other tentacles. But you can't really tell, especially when I twirl them like this. I'm H2O intolerant.
And that's even before we understood its deeper meaning. Both films normalize disability, from Nemo and Gil's fins to Destiny's nearsightedness, Dory's short-term memory loss, and more.
Sorry, not a great swimmer. Can't see very well.
Oh, I think you swim beautifully. In fact, I've never seen a fish swim like that before.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Their quote-unquote challenges are considered no different from anyone else's, and they're never pigeonholed as the other. These creatures grow, evolve, and have character-building epiphanies just like everyone else.
Just keep swimming, just keep swimming, just keep swimming, swimming, swimming. What do? We swim. Swim.
The sequel doubles down on this message as Dory's backstory is explored further, and we learn how she became the fish who just keeps swimming.
Did I forget again?
No,
sweetie, it's okay.
No biggie, Cupcake.
What if I forget you?
Kids wouldn't necessarily pick up on these nuances, but the representation has meant a great deal to so many people. Before we unveil our top pick, here are a few honorable mentions. The Snip, the Rugrats movie, Learning Anatomy with Tommy and Company.
I'm irritated. I love the extra leg room.
Man, they cut my cord.
Oh, consider yourself lucky.
The Name Tags, Soul. How many famous names can you spot? We'll start Aretha Franklin, Stephen Hawking, Albert Einstein.
Here it is.
Where does it lead?
Hey, you asked too many questions. How about you zip it for a minute?
Kronk's Pitched Tent, The Emperor's New Groove. There may be one pole too many holding this tent up. The Lehman Brothers, Despicable Me. The company at the center of the subprime mortgage crisis rebrands.
You have any idea of the capital that this bank has invested in you, crew? With far too few of your sinister plots actually turning a profit.
Oedipus Had It Rough, Hercules. Kids are unlikely to be well versed in this very adult Greek tragedy.
What a day. First that restaurant by the bay, and then that play, that Oedipus thing? Man, I thought I had problems.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. The Pied Presidents, Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs. Remember this film where a failed inventor, Flint Lockwood, finds a solution to his town's food problem? Things go horribly wrong, though, when the device spirals out of control and Flint realizes he might have bitten off more than he can chew.
It looks like the food storm is following an unusual pattern of hitting the world's most famous landmarks first and is now spreading to the rest of the globe.
During a pie attack, we see the machine fling the dessert at Mount Rushmore. 3 of the 4 presidents get hit from the front, while Abe Lincoln's hit in the back of the head. Anyone who knows their American history will instantly gasp at just how morbid that reference is. In this case, it might be better for kids to just enjoy the hilarity of the food storm and let this nod go straight over their heads.
Sam, wait, no, I can turn it off!
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from MsMojo. And be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.